Solo Club Podcast, episode number 106. Drop that beat.
Packages stacked, no sleep, no breaks, the hustle's intact. Listings firing, snow in the streets. Solo Club mode, we never retreat.
All right, guys, how are we doing today?
We're back.
Here we are.
Here we are. There was a lot going on out there.
Neither of us answered your question.
That's true.
How are you guys doing?
How are you guys
We're
doing?
back.
We're back.
Yeah,
We're
I think back busy is probably the answer.
Yeah, so if you're listening, if you're an avid listener, happy Thanksgiving and happy Black Friday and happy Cyber Monday. That's what happened.
And happy Giving Tuesday as well.
Oh, and happy December.
Yes.
Yes.
That is actually the name of the game in this episode. It is, in fact, December, our first episode in December.
Yeah, so we took a little breather, or we didn't breathe. That's what happened. That's why we didn't have a episode last Monday.
Breather from the podcast, but no breathing when it came to selling and buying and everything else going on right now.
Speak for yourself, whatnot seller.
No, Ken and Anna were out there. I know what they were doing.
This is no time to breathe.
They were buying and buying.
Buying and
buying
listing.
and buying.
Yeah.
And not selling as much as I hoped, but still selling some stuff for sure.
That is do you think that we just keep expecting more year over year?
We hope to improve for sure.
Yeah, but does the result meet the expectation? Because sometimes statistically it's a green percentage growth, but the feeling is not as green.
Right. Doesn't always match.
Would you believe that?
I agree.
Would you agree on that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say.
I kind of like have to recalibrate my expectation compared to what's happening, right? So I had to like look back last year's numbers, and considerably way better for us. That's only because like, I could say that, oh man, this was popping this year, but also part of last year, I had lower inventory levels. I feel like going into this year, we've tried to build the inventory as best as we can. Although I could always say like, man, I wish we did this, we did that, right? During summertime, and then now all of a sudden it's like, man, do we have this listed? We have this listed, and all of a sudden you're like, now I have to like my conversation with JC is like, should we sleep early so we could have a full day tomorrow, or should we sleep late and have a short day tomorrow?
Right. Which way do you want to slice it?
Yeah. It's like less sleep or more work now, but tomorrow it could be more sleep and less work. So I don't know.
What about the sales part right now? I feel like there's I don't know, for some reason a lot of people saying that so far eBay wise it feels like a little lower than what they expected. But it may not be for everybody, but what do you think?
I think I hear that, and I think that kind of response is if you didn't change anything compared to last year, and if you just did the same old, it would be lower for sure. I think it would be lower. But if you've pivoted and took the right call, it's popping. But if you've pivoted and took the wrong turn, you're dead.
It's not popping, it's popped.
Yeah, it's popped. So that's my take. What's your take on that, Anna?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's difficult. It's just a whole bunch of apples and oranges and a bunch of other fruits mixed in to kind of compare to other people. But I've also heard that a lot too in the last couple of weeks of like, man, it's slow, or people comparing their own numbers from last year this time or the same day or whatever. But really, like, so like I hear that, but also in my experience, I'm like, yeah, in some ways, like November was a little slower than I expected, but I also have not been listing as much, like definitely not as consistently as I was in the first like half of this year. So I'm also kind of like, I think this is a little bit my own doing. Like everybody basically agrees, right, that like when you're in a really consistent rhythm of listing, like you're gonna start seeing those results 30, 60, 90 days later. And when I think back to 30, 60, 90 days ago, I'm like, yeah, I wasn't doing a whole lot of listing then. So I think some of it's a natural consequence in my case, but that being said, like this is a great time of year to be sourcing, and I'm back on the listing train, hopefully really strong through the end of December to meet my goals. So
Mm.
I do feel like it's a little bit lower and than I expected. It's better than last year still. Like this year's been
Yeah.
amazing in my store, but it wasn't quite as like on fire in November as I expected, even like through Black Friday and all that. But I also did a type of marketing promotion that I don't normally do, and I don't think that helped me at all. In fact, I ended it early and went back to my old
Typical.
tried and true markdown sale like halfway through
Mm.
because I was like, this is not hardly making any sales, and
Do you want
I
to share a
can't
little bit
miss
more on
out.
that,
I mean,
or
I
what?
can.
You're
I
like,
was
okay, go
I
ahead,
was trying to go for like higher order value, so it was like
Yeah.
this many dollars off of this much purchase, like that type of
Right. Discount. Yeah.
yeah, that type of discount, and it just wasn't doing anything.
No.
And I was like, all right, well, I guess I'm going back to my old tried and true ways. And because I didn't want to miss out on the entire like Black Friday, Cyber Monday, huge sales weekend
Right.
Mm.
by
Right.
trying out something new. So I did try it, I think on Saturday at some point. I did it for Black Friday and it wasn't doing anything. So I switched it out on Saturday.
So, yeah, like I have a campaign that was giving $15 off $100 spent, and I didn't sell anything.
Hmm.
I don't know why, but
Yeah.
but I didn't replace. I just added it on.
Yeah.
So I think um that was kind of like one of the strategies that I added on. I think it's not, I don't know, maybe it's just the visibility for it on the buyer side, or maybe the eBay buyer is not used to that kind of strategy or tactic.
Yeah.
Like so yeah, what about you, Glenn? What was your strategy? And from what it sounded like, it worked.
Well, for eBay side, I was just trying to do kind of like my usual promotions that I do. I didn't do anything too crazy on the eBay side. I didn't really want to liquidate anything on that end, I
Right,
guess. I
right.
was just trying to,
Just
and I'm
trying to be
still trying
steady.
to, yeah, and
Yeah.
still trying to build up that store as big as I can. So I was just kind of doing the normal by just adding in a couple new styles here and there.
So did you get
Um,
a spike still?
um, Not really, because I was telling Ken that I was raising my price on a lot of them too. I
Mm.
wanted to make this started before Black Friday, but maybe like 2 weeks ago, I raised up the prices on a lot of them that I felt like were moving like a little too fast for them being like
Yeah.
exclusive items.
Yeah.
And I
You're
was
like,
like,
whoa,
well,
whoa, whoa, whoa.
yeah,
Yeah.
hold on here.
Somebody's getting
Hold
a
your horses.
too good of a deal right now.
And
So I
it's
was like,
not me.
yeah, and it's not me. I'm making less here. So I raised them up, and I'm like, well, if I sell less, that's fine because I'm making more per item.
Hmm.
So I did raise up the prices a little bit. I mean, some of them I had them with promotion were like at 39, and then I raised them to like 45.
Mm.
And then some of them that were 49 went to 45, and some of them that were 45 jumped up to 49. So I'm around that range. There's
Yeah.
nothing really now less than like 40 to $41.
Right.
So it definitely slowed down a little bit, but at least I'm getting more for the
Right.
value.
Yeah.
Yeah, per
totally.
item. So that we're just gonna stay the course and see what happens. When I start adding more and more hats, let's see how it kind of affects things. But right now, like what Anna said, it's been about. I mean, you would expect it to be about selling right now, and I think I've been more on the buying side, just like
Yeah.
pretty much you guys have as well. And I'm like, man, there's so much going out, but then there's so much more coming in that I'm trying to stay organized and keep that ready for next year, which is
Yeah.
good for Q5, as Kenny would say.
Right.
Oh,
You know.
yes. Speaking of, that's something that we're trying to gear up on.
Yeah.
And I think it's a thing. I think historically, I think when we were starting, we would sell so much on Q4 that by Q5 everybody ran out of inventory, or because
Yeah, true.
I think you cannot replenish that Christmas sale, right? Let's say like you sell 500 items, good quality items during December. That's hard to replenish,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and while you're shipping, how do you buy that at the same time, list it at the
And
same
list
time?
it. Yeah.
Right, with the
Exactly.
holidays, right? Because technically you only have, like, let's just say 20 days in
Yeah.
December,
The
right?
natural rhythm is to fall behind a little.
Yeah, and that is one thing that I think we've discovered over time, that, like, wait, like, if you have leftovers of good inventory, then all of a sudden you experience a Q5. And what we found out, like, me and my conversation with Snickers Envy, I was like, he always says, like, oh, that's good, they can undercut me because they'll sell out and I'll just have a Q5. And then and it happens, right? Because sometimes I've caught myself like, oh, why is this not selling? All of a sudden I start checking comps, right? You start checking
Yeah.
comps, like, oh man, everybody's like undercutting me by $30. Like,
Yeah.
all of a sudden it's so easy to be like, oh, I need to sell now, and you adjust your pricing, and then come January or February, nobody has that product anymore,
Right.
and that could have been you. So it's like, no, that's the question, like, can you hold off for another 25 to 30 days to get what you're asking for? And in the last 3 years, it's worth it, it's been working.
Yeah, I'm totally with you on that, with the slight caveat that, like, right now I'm pushing sales hard. We're going to
Mhm.
get into this in a minute, really, like the actual official topic, but because I have a goal I want to hit by the end of the year. But I don't care which items sell to
Yeah.
hit that goal. So once I hit the goal,
Oh,
I'll pull it all back. You know what I mean?
you should. You
Mm.
can. You should. I mean, I think it helps your morale way more to
Yeah.
do that than calculate the profit. Like,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
yes, like if
I'm
you've
looking at
said
the big
something,
picture.
and if you're so
Yeah.
close, yes, do it.
Although
100%,
I
right?
will say, I did have one other nitpicky, annoying thing that happened with running a sale, like a promotional sale in my
Yeah.
store, which I had never like had to deal with this before. So I did want to mention it on the podcast just in case anybody was running into it also. But basically, I generally do like, here's my, sale across my whole store, or I use rule based,
Mm-hmm.
promotions. And usually it includes most of my inventory, if not all of it.
Yeah.
This time I was going to skip the new items, right? Because I'm also in the middle of listing a lot. I don't want my
Right.
brand new listed items to be like wildly percent off, right? So I was trying to skip those, but I discovered that using rule based, right? Um, Whatever, like markdown sales, um, you can only really sort them by like the price point or if they're new or used like condition on the front end. But then once you make the promotion, you can remove items from the sale based on a bunch of other criteria. Like you have a lot of other filters you can
To
use.
remove, yeah, to remove, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So I did that. So I set it up that way and I was like, okay, well, since I can't set this up, with
Up
a bunch
front.
of items removed, yeah, then I'll just remove them right after. So I did that. Only it processed like 5 items, not like 180
Right.
that I didn't want to be in the sale. So I started noticing this when items that I had just listed still
Just
ended up
start selling.
selling. I was so mad. I got and it was like I had to totally end that sale like in a panic
because I think there's
because
like
it
a
wouldn't
buffer.
it
There's a
wouldn't
buffer.
update. Yeah, it didn't
Right.
update very fast. So I just had to end the whole sale and start it
Yeah.
over.
Never.
And I
Yeah.
used a price point instead because I just
Yeah.
didn't trust it.
Yeah, never. Don't do that.
Mm.
Like, I think I've had, especially when you're running multiple different sales back to back to back, right?
Yeah.
Like, because you could say, like, okay, because you know how you have hide items that are currently on sale,
Yeah.
right? So when that happens, that's not accurate. Like when you just ran a
Right.
sale, because
Right.
I've had
Because
items
it
that
takes
went
a
on.
while to update.
Yeah, I've had items that went on double sale.
Yeah, which is
Mm.
so annoying.
Yeah,
And like
don't-
I
yeah.
I don't understand. Like now this is a question on my note on my
Yeah.
phone for eBay next time I get
Yeah.
to talk to someone about this. But like why can't you set those filters
Parameters,
up
yeah.
front? Like
Yeah.
why should you only be able to remove stuff with those filters from
Yeah.
a sale instead of being able to set up your sale with all of those filters in the first place? It'd be way easier.
And that's only rule based.
Yeah.
That's why the rule base doesn't reflect the manual.
Right,
Right,
but I'm
manual
like
has way more.
4,000
Yeah.
items to manually add their item IDs. Like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, it needs to be like, yeah.
So I
But that's
probably will only do it based on inventory, like value tiers.
value.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and that's what I ended up doing ultimately. But I had to learn the hard way by selling 3 things way cheaper than I wanted to.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Well, 3
like,
things is better than 10 things, or
Yeah.
it could have
Good
gone
thing you
worse.
caught it.
yes,
Yeah,
thanks,
yeah.
Mr. Silver Lining over there. I'll take it.
That could have been your whole store. Imagine.
Hopefully the algorithm. I mean, if my whole store sold, that'd be great. It's
No,
but like there's
it's
no
only
in
the
between.
best.
Yeah.
It's only the best 100 items
I
in
want
your
it to
store
be
that
like
sells.
it's either one item or it's like 2,000 items a
Yeah.
month. You know, I'd rather have that problem any day. Actually, I don't know. That does sound really overwhelming. Okay, well, what I kind of wanted us to discuss today, if you're up for it, is guys, surprise, as we record this, we have exactly 30 days left in this year, including today. So,
man.
how are we going to make the most of this last 30 days? And I have some like specific questions and ideas about it, but just like off the rip, like, what do you think about that? Are you thinking about it in terms of this is my last 30 days and it's a big countdown? Is it all conflated with the countdown to Christmas? Are there goals you're trying to hit? Like, where are you guys at?
I don't even know where to start on this.
Well, go ahead and start. You have all the time in the world.
Go
Explain.
That's Ken's way of saying me neither.
Yeah.
My countdown isn't necessarily till Christmas. It's more like until the second child comes.
Yeah.
So
And I feel like
what's that? 45 days?
A much bigger countdown.
Yeah, like 45 days. Yeah, maybe like 40 days. I don't know. It's gonna be it's getting quick. It's coming here fast. I don't know. I mean, my goal isn't even about like making as much money as possible. I think right now it's about get everything set for next year.
Like
just get it
set
up, organized, established, and
trying
I know
to
where
set
to go
up
from here.
for the glow up.
Exactly. So that's where the struggle is right now. So
well, I really like that because my first little note doodle about this topic was to focus on your priorities. And like right now, that's a huge priority for you is setting up your systems, tweaking stuff to really be able to go on not autopilot, but like easiest possible to engage, no friction, no hurdles, right? To be as effective as possible. So you probably have, you know, like for me, both of us are probably in different ways prioritizing like what are the most high impact tasks we can do right now. Like right now for me, I'm like, okay, come hell or high water, I'm going to get stuff listed this week. When in my heart, maybe I would like to clean and reorganize my office. Like I don't need to do that. But for you, organizing stuff might be a much higher impact task, right? Because you're thinking, I've got this deadline and it's got to be able to rock and roll with as few touches from me as possible, you know, after that. So whatever your like high impact tasks are, that is what you should be prioritizing right now.
Yeah, and I'm glad this is not a video podcast because you can see the mess that I'm literally in. And
you know what? For us, it is a video podcast.
Wait, you're not in the box?
You're inside of a cardboard box.
I know, with a bunch of random papers and all this other stuff. Yeah, it is bad. And with the new stuff that's coming in, it's not making things easier.
Yeah.
Because all that's got to get organized now.
Yeah.
And that's what the Whatnot sale for Black Friday was helping me do. And
to kind of like get rid of stuff that you don't want to carry.
Yeah, exactly. I'll talk about that briefly, but I started at 9 a.m. on Black Friday, and the first show was all jerseys, and these are jerseys that have been on eBay for definitely over 250 days.
Wow.
You know, they've been in the system for a while. There's some football ones in there too that I felt like should have already moved, especially some winning teams. But,
right.
No offers on some stuff, and I was like, all right, well, I even told you guys about this maybe like 3-4 months ago. When Black Friday comes, I'm gonna have to do something to at least get some capital back, keep the cash flow moving too for some stuff that's been sitting there. So I started at 9 a.m, and then I finished at about 4:30 p.m. I had one bathroom break, one one protein bar or half a protein bar and some water, and I made it. I felt okay. I was like, you know what? But there was still 7 bins left of jerseys that
At
were
4:30?
untouched. Yes.
Oh my
So I was
gosh.
not happy about that though,
That's so
because
overwhelming.
it is a lot. And then talking about like not even talking about shipping wise, nothing, right?
Yeah.
And so I
Did
was
you run
happy.
all of those, or were they you didn't get to them?
I didn't even get to them, and I told
Okay.
everybody I'm gonna try to like sprinkle these throughout the week. Just stay tuned if you're interested in them. Just try to bookmark what you can. If I have
Yeah.
to go on Saturday morning at 7 a.m., then I will. Like something to get all of this out. And so it was a pretty good crowd, and with of course with no fees, that helps out a lot. So I was like, all right, I'm happy with the turnout, but I wish I could have gotten rid of it all. It didn't happen. So I ate dinner, and then I needed to prepare for the hat show.
What did you eat for dinner?
Leftover spaghetti from like a week ago.
Okay, well, spaghetti is great, so I'm not going to
Wait,
knock you for
so
that.
how many items were you able to? Oh, how did you do it? Like, did you do like 30 second, 10 second sudden?
I did 20 seconds sudden death, and then I just put a number on it.
Yeah.
So nothing was listed, anything like that. I just put a number.
But if you
and-
had went 10 seconds sudden, that you would have doubled your sales.
Oh, that's true.
Wow.
Imagine now, man. 10 seconds is scary.
And
No,
you
no.
should have flown to El Paso to help with this.
Yeah.
Where were you?
Where-
Well, I
Oh.
was flying somewhere too.
Yeah,
yeah,
right.
we know where Kenny was. He was busy.
Oh, yeah,
Busy bee.
See, that's
Yeah.
the thing, right? Like that. Those are both. Like those are
Yeah.
buying and selling kind of day.
Yeah.
So you have to pick your poison, you know.
Mhm,
And
Glenn
exactly.
chose his.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
poison was, you know,
no, that,
let's.
it's a great turnout. I mean, like,
Are you just like so tired of talking by the end of that?
I mean, I felt good. I was tired after the second show, because the
Oh.
second show I had 500 hats that I told everybody I was gonna run all 500.
and you did.
I did, but at
Uh,
when I got to 250, which is halfway done, I
you're
was
like,
done.
oh.
Like
Oh,
I was like, there's just
no.
no way. Like this.
At that point, it's like you're getting two hats. Like,
Right. And I was like, oh man, I don't know if I can still do this. And
Yeah.
That is
Dude,
brutal. How
I-
long was that show?
that show, so I started at 5:30 and ended at 11 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah, so
That's-
some hats I did 15 seconds, but most of them were still another 20 seconds. And I told everybody too, there's no doubles. So every hat was literally an individual.
a single.
Wow.
A single. And they were like, there's no way that they're all different. And sure enough, I was like, they are, trust me.
I
And
said, watch.
yeah, watch.
Yeah. Don't you be questioning Glenn's
Uh,
integrity over
That
here.
is, yeah, that is why. Like, cause like if you had a clone, y'all would have been like bouncing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We could have
Like,
got 1,000 hats done.
Yeah, because it's like because that is the big difference if you had somebody or just somebody running it or clicking it. You know what I'm saying? Like that
Yeah.
that just makes a difference. So
Yeah.
so now you know what you have to do the next time.
Yeah,
Just-
it's true.
You have
Clone
1 year.
yourself.
You have 1 year to clone yourself.
Yeah, and then one of the comments was like, "So does this mean 1,000 hats next time?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "What? I was like, I don't want to think about this. Like, let me just."
If you cloned yourself, would he also be a junior?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he'd have to
It's
be
exact one.
exact
Same
clone.
hairstyle, same
same
everything.
same mess.
Junior 2?
Junior,
Same mess.
Yeah.
Junior A, and then Junior B.
Yeah.
To
Two
be
more
fair-
clones.
It doesn't actually look that messy from my vantage point.
Oh, thank you. You're too kind.
I mean, I also have,
Yeah.
crazy stuff all over my walls, so I don't know if that means a lot, but I'll still say it.
Yeah, that is we're trying to do it differently this time. I'm trying to like keep it organized as we go through the mess, and I don't think it's worth it.
Just like staying organized.
Yeah, because I
Such a
think
pain sometimes, isn't it?
it's well, because it's like I guess that's just kind of how my brain works. Because like I'm taking photos, that's my task. Taking photos and helping JC tape the boxes when it's ready to ship out. And when you're listing the night before, there's just boxes everywhere.
Yeah.
And then at the same time, I have to make room and consolidate certain stuff. I'm like, I don't know what to do first, and
Yeah.
that is Now we need bigger space. I'm just joking. Now we just need the warehouse.
Right?
Just the warehouse. That's
Oh
it.
my gosh, hadn't made a reel just for funsies in a while, so like I just did the other day, but it was the first time I had to go pull inventory from my secondary location in the snow. And so if you haven't seen it, go watch it on my Instagram. It's kind of funny. But
Is it so you had like outerwear gear? It's not heated down there?
Oh no, it is, but I had to go get in my car and walk through the snow multiple times to get there because it's not at my house anymore.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, no, I was just like, okay, it's cold. No, it's climate controlled. It's fine.
Okay, yeah.
Once you're inside, it's fine.
Yeah, we shoveled snow today for the first time.
We still have not done that, but
you're done.
It's driving over it. Yeah, I'm like,
it's
whatever.
frozen now. It's back now.
Yeah. Lucky for us, our street that we live on is like one of the snowplow routes in our town. Okay. So the snowplows immediately come and like scrape it. But we didn't do like our sidewalk or anything. Yeah. We're terrible. But anyway.
Yeah. That's how you slip on their doorstep.
But that's how you slip on my doorstep, which I have video evidence of at the old house. Hilarious. But the takeaway from that was, okay, that's really inconvenient to have to go out in the cold and schlep stuff back and forth in the snow, but it's still 100% worth it to have so much space. I was like, yep, I don't care at all. It's fine.
Nothing's crammed, right? Like it's so visible. So
and my old inventory room that's in my current, the basement of my house where all my inventory used to live is now basically my staging and photographing room. Like I still process new inventory at my house. So that room is a mess right now because I've been buying stuff and trying to work around my piles to take photos. And like, it's a big mess right now, but it's going to get better. And best of all, things are getting listed.
And I just got a Poshmark sale
right now.
I was like, what is he looking at?
I know. I was like, something's happening.
Something's happening.
Ooh, I like that. No, that's kind of like for funsies. Kind of like.
Are you gonna tell us what it is?
It's a Patagonia jacket.
Heyo.
There we go.
That's great.
Yeah, it's kind of cool, right? But also I'm a buyer on Poshmark.
Yeah,
I'm a really good buyer there. Meaning I lowball everybody.
That's what I was about to say. This guy's not here.
I apologize.
Good. Yeah.
I apologize. But if you gotta get rid of your stuff, I'm there to buy it.
He's there.
Hey, you're meeting a need.
Oh, yeah. Exactly. So besides being organized, so that was one for the next 30 days.
Yeah.
What else are we focused on right now, Kenny?
Ooh.
Yeah, what are those priorities you're focusing on?
I still haven't figured out.
I think it's sourcing. I think you already told us.
Yeah. I think it's still sourcing. I think it's the same as last year, but this year I'm less hectic in a way as sourcing.
Yeah.
Although I want to be hectic, that's my nature, but I think
like I'm an agent of chaos.
But... Yeah, so it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird to have calm.
Yeah.
Because like I get competitive. I'm like, I just want to beat you to that store, and there's really nobody to beat. It's like, but
except for yourself, because you're basically going, let me double down. You do this all the time, right? Let me double down on what worked really well, but do it even better the next time.
Yeah, I always
which makes it kind of boring.
Yeah, I always say like, I'll pass on that, and then I get home, I was like, dang it, I should have gotten that. Yeah, give me 5 of that, 5 more of that. Which is, I think, a challenge. But no, I think what's priority is really to kind of like have a sustainable daily life. I guess that's what I would call it. Don't burn out. Yeah, and it's more of like, I don't think it's not a burnout factor. It's like sacrificing something.
Yeah.
That every week. If it's my first year, everything's a sacrifice and it's going to be worth it. But like, bro, like we're on our 8th year and, so it's like you're better at things. You're faster at things. So it doesn't take you that much longer.
Yeah.
I've noticed that like the buying skill has elevated so much that there's way less research up front. um it's like, okay, there are like my catalog of buying have expanded and have been refined. So that's one. But as far as maintaining the good habits, last year we paused our workout from Orange Theory for like 2 months,
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
and that was a hard comeback to do. This year we've been working out still, so like I still was able to sneak like 3 workouts this week already. um so I'm still gonna try to continue 3 to 4. I've canceled my haircuts multiple times, so I've been wearing hats a lot. So,
Your head's got to
which
stay warm anyway. It's
which kind of
cold.
is, yeah, which is kind of like the, I guess, the look when people see Ken out buying, he has a hat because he hasn't
Yeah.
had a haircut. So, so that's kind of like the good thing. Um, Health has been priority for sure. We've been less fast food this time around,
Yeah.
which
Well,
is
less
surprising.
chaos, right?
Less chaos,
You
yeah,
can
yeah.
plan
So
better. You can cook more.
yeah, so
Yeah.
I think that's kind of like it. As far as like hitting numbers, um, I think that's something that this year's numbers have surpassed my expectation already. So now we're just more of like an organizing mode and trying to see like, can we replicate a good number next year
Yeah.
with a better foundation. So
Yeah.
that's kind of like what we're doing. Like, so now, um, getting there. I'm more excited with clothing now more than anything, which
Mm.
is a
Big change.
big change,
Yeah.
right? A big change. We still sell, because I checked the data. We still sell 42% men's athletic shoes and 17% women's athletic. So I don't know what's that. Is that 60? Let's just say
Yeah.
61%.
59.
Yeah, 50, 60, 59% footwear, and then the 40 is apparel. So um, I'd be excited to see maybe flip that next year. 60 apparel and 40 footwear. Because y'all already know your boy make more money in clothing. Because this is what Sneakers Envy says. Because nobody has the patience to take photo of clothing and wait and be patient on eBay. That's what he says.
Nobody except the clothing sellers who already know, Jim.
I feel like
That is
clothing
true. That
clothing
is
is
true.
getting like more and more. I think it's like a comeback on clothing right now. Like I feel like it kind of did die out for a little bit, and I feel like everyone's kind
Yeah.
of back into it again.
Everybody's like, sneakers, sneakers, sneakers. Now it's like clothing, clothing,
Yeah,
clothing.
now I feel like it's clothing, definitely.
We just that is, like Anna said, that's coming from a perspective of a footwear seller.
Yeah.
But she's like, no, piece of cake. Like, what many listings you have? 2,000.
I mean, it's not a piece of
But-
cake. I have,
No,
yeah, I've had
but we do-
thousands of clothing.
But we
in my
do know
store,
somebody, Crystal, has
Oh, yeah.
16,000 listings of
Right.
clothing,
Dang.
and mostly even used. So
Yeah.
imagine,
Yeah.
so like at this point, I'm like, well, she can do it. At this point, like, should we race to 5,000 clothing listings?
but yeah. I mean, it sells consistently, like
Yeah.
that's been one of my biggest categories since I started. It's widely accessible to find, to source cheaply, and, keep that stuff out of the landfill that can be used still.
Mm.
It's not as nitpicky on sizing as like shoes are. I mean, it has a lot of benefits, but I think it's really good to have, to have both. I mean, obviously,
Yeah.
like clothing and collectibles have always been my top two categories. So clothing is like a big part of why I could have a full-time business, really.
Yeah. So Glenn, in bigger picture, talking about number of listings,
Mhm.
what's your kind of like your North Star to get numbers of listings on eBay?
I mean, I definitely want to get to the like 1,000 hat variation.
Yeah.
I mean,
1,000
if I could
listings.
I ran 500 different ones for whatnot,
Yeah,
so I can
there's your
definitely get
500.
there.
Yeah, you have the variation to do it.
Yeah.
How did pulling off all those jerseys affect your numbers?
Yeah, that was a big chunk, especially for
Was it?
listed value.
Yeah.
So listed value definitely took off a big chunk. And then listings took off a big chunk because a lot of the jerseys were individual
Oh,
listings.
there were one-offs. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now my numbers don't really represent or reflect what I have when it comes to hats because I only have them listed one at a time.
Right.
And a lot of them have multi-quantity,
Yeah.
but
You got
I don't
depth.
have that there unless it's on the back end. You can see what I have, but
Right.
everything looks like just one-off hats as of now, and there's no jerseys on there, so it's
Yeah.
a big turn of events.
Yeah.
I had a big like transition in my store earlier this year where I took out probably a couple thousand very low dollar, like all my matchbooks and a bunch of my costume jewelry, stuff that had been listed for years and years that was more than likely going to sell for under like $10 at this point. And I just pulled all of it down, which I think was totally the right move for like streamlining my business and making my stuff like average sale price more accurate in a way, or like more helpful of a number. But it took a huge chunk of my listed value overall. Now the amount of like cost of goods of those things was almost nothing. Most of it had been free or whatever, but obviously I had put in the time to list it already. So
Right.
that was a hard decision. But yeah, looking at like my goals for like, I have obviously like a revenue goal for the year, but also like I wanted my listed value to be like here. And it's not going to be anywhere near that because I made that goal before I took all that stuff out. So I had to readjust that goal when I decided to purge those things from my store. But yeah, that's something I would say if anybody listening wants to make the most of their last 30 days, look at whatever metrics you are going to be targeting or that you have goals about. Look at them right now so that you can very clearly see the progress like 30 days from now. Because some of it might be really obvious, like, did I hit my revenue goal or not? But some of it might be like, what's my ROAS looking like? What's my ASP looking like? You know, what's my average cost of goods or my average shipping cost? Like that stuff's really good to know, especially when you're sourcing and you need to have some like back of the envelope math going on. So just take a look at all those things right now and then look at them again like at the new year.
Yeah, it definitely makes sense. So Anna, anything else that you're doing? What's your next 30 days?
What is my next 30 days? I think for me, like I want to hit my sales goal. And I think if I hit that goal early, which hopefully I will, hopefully I won't be
Go on
screeching over
vacation.
the finish
Yeah.
line. Right.
Turn off the store.
Yeah. Well, not turn off the store, but I love to like think deeply and stew on like what are my plans for next year. And I've been like making little notes here and there about it, but I haven't really sat down like mapped it all the way out yet. So I think as soon as I hit that goal, I'll get to indulge in that big mapping out process I love to do.
Should we be, now that you're saying that, should we be thinking of like a challenge that we need to start for the year?
Like at
For
the new
next
year?
year?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Now that you said that you want to be like kind of like being intentional about like planning for next year.
Yeah.
That should
Well,
be something.
And I mean, another thing, I haven't done this really, but I love the idea of every day. Like for me, like writing stuff down is really powerful and makes me like focus on it and remember it better. So every day writing down like, why am I doing this? And what is the activity that I'm doing today that's going to contribute to that goal? Because sometimes it all gets a little bit lost in the sauce, right? Like we have all these tasks we have to do.
You just wake up and you just do things.
Yeah, but like connecting that, like, why am I doing this? What's my goal? How am I actually like really clearly moving towards that goal by whatever I'm doing today, right? Even if you only spend an hour on your business that day, what are you doing with that hour that's actually connected to that goal? Like sometimes we don't connect all those dots very well.
Yeah.
So maybe something like that, like a habitual kind of thing like that might be a good way to start the year.
For somebody not structured, that sounded like a job.
It does. It sounds like homework. It's discipline.
And then
I don't like doing it either.
And then the thought of, sounds like I'm gonna be the new Ross or Burlington Marshalls worker for.
Yeah.
Welcome your part-time sorter.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I wonder if I want to do that next year. Just to have a badge.
Just to have a badge.
Just to try it out.
I think anything like that though, if you're moving towards your goals, like I want to use social media more for like celebrating when I hit those little benchmarks, or when I'm really bad at acknowledging like, hey, I accomplished that and it moved me towards my goal. I'm like on to the next thing all the time. But I think for accountability and kind of that reflecting on celebrating your progress, like that's a really good way to use social media. So I don't know.
Yeah.
What's Glenn's social media? Like, just go black, just go dark. It's just
Just
gonna be everything's blackout.
I know my social media presence has been non-existent. I think right now I've just been on just Whatnot and eBay. Have just been my and this
Yeah.
podcast have been my go-tos. But
Oh, yeah, just having those two platforms
it,
at even at not even full speed is already like 3 jobs itself.
yeah, the I might definitely want to do something on social media side, but I have no clue when that's gonna be and what kind of time I'm even really
Hey.
gonna have.
Yeah.
It's and
Well, and also like you have a giant life transition around the corner, and who says you have to start everything you want to do next year on January 1st? Like maybe that's for June.
yeah,
Like
true.
June
maybe
of
you don't have to-
2030.
yeah, maybe you don't have to touch it anytime soon.
Like, what happened
Yeah.
to that guy? Where is he?
Dude, that is something to think about, right? Like we have a lot of our micro goals, but at the same time, like when Anna said like your last 30 days, or like how you're trying to, what are you doing now to set you up?
Yeah.
And again, I'm gonna say this again. I mean, I've said this multiple times. I think what did I say? I'm retiring at 40. I don't know what that means, but I'm retiring at 40. So I got 5 years left.
I got like 40 days till I'm 40. Can I retire
40
Nuh-uh.
days.
No, you're not 40 yet.
in 40 days?
You are gonna
Yep.
be?
Yes, sir.
Golly, you're old. I'm just joking.
He's super old.
Why didn't we do that countdown?
Oh yeah, bro, that is big,
I know, it just sounds weird too. I'm like,
bro. That's big.
40 years old is
Your knees are gonna hurt more.
You feeling some kind of way
back-
about
the
it?
cracking of the knees every time I get up.
And you haven't worked out. Golly, it's gonna hit
I
you like
know.
a train, bro. I'm
It's
just joking.
not.
It's
It won't.
not. It won't.
It's not. I'm
What if-
married to a 40-year-old man, so
what
I
if
can
you-
say that.
What if
You'll
you
be
just
fine.
What if you just get younger after 40? That's my goal.
Yeah.
When
That's
I
the goal.
retire, I just become younger. I just start playing video games. I start,
Younger, more
become a-
immature.
yeah.
There's a difference there.
There is.
I already am.
It's a pretty big difference.
Okay. Yeah. That is.
Okay, so can we go
Okay.
ahead and plan a special 40th birthday episode for Glenn?
Yeah, we have to.
Okay.
We have to.
Meet us back here 40 days from now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll
and
talk
we're gonna
about the
talk-
things that
we're
were
go- we're-
trending the year I was born.
We should.
And we're gonna talk about-
1986?
Wait, 80,
Yeah.
is that 86?
86, yeah.
Golly, I wouldn't know.
Okay, Glenn,
I
when's your
wouldn't
birthday?
know.
Tell everyone. What's the date?
January 14th.
14.
So, It's almost
Damn
here.
it, 14.
Wow, so John is only like 50 weeks older than you.
Oh,
His
man.
birthday's February.
Oh, okay.
So John's gonna be 41. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be 36. Anna's gonna be 36.
Ken's gonna be 35 again.
Just leaves
It's
me
getting
4
younger.
years. 4 years left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The best 4 years of working
Yeah.
of your
yeah.
life before
At
you can
that point,
retire.
I'm gonna have like $500,000 listed. I think that's doable.
Yeah, that's doable.
$500,000 listed. Hey, the cat agrees.
Yeah.
Sorry if
the
you guys
cat-
can hear my cat meowing
Yeah,
in
the
the
cat
background.
agrees.
That was Dobby, the black cat.
Glenn, that's what we gotta do. We gotta race to $500,000 listed.
Yeah.
And at
okay,
that point,
we
you
can
can
get there.
just in by 2030, right? By 2030, that's a good year.
That's a
That
good
is
year.
even weird to say, huh?
Yeah.
2030.
2030,
It is weird.
like like in the 90s, you don't even think about 2030.
Yeah.
All I can say about 2030 is that I hope it's 10 times better than 2020.
Oh,
Oh yeah. No, we don't want to talk about that. That's a totally different show.
2030.
That's a totally different show.
Yeah. We gotta have, like, you know how everybody said, like, oh, what's your plan next year? No, next year is too fast. We gotta start planning
Yeah.
5 years
It is
by the
too
5 years. Yeah, because we just talked about our goals, and I don't even know what I said. And that
Right?
was 12 months
Me
ago.
neither. I wasn't listening. Just kidding.
So
I was listening.
okay.
You know what though? I appreciate that because I recently started thinking, okay, I've made some of these really big changes in my store over the last year.
Right.
And that was all like based on, experimental,
Yeah.
trying new stuff, trying more retail arb, looking at a million numbers all year. And coming to the end of this year, I was getting antsy, and now I'm thinking about my store as like this is phase 1 of a 3-year plan. So what's the 3-year plan?
Make
And
it
I really
5 years
never
now.
Right, exactly. I'm like, I really never thought about it that way, but I think it's really helpful. And I mean, not to say I could just set up a perfect plan and just play it out for
Yeah.
3 or 5 years, but like thinking of it that far out, that zoomed out, I think has been super helpful already. So I probably will. I probably will end up making it.
Yeah. Let's
Even more.
let's everybody that's listening. I think 2030 we'll just shoot for that year. That year, at that point, we should have done everything we could do in our own power, and then at that point we just flip a coin. Should I continue or should I change careers?
And that'll be like 300 more episodes from now. So,
Oh, that's not
Not
even
really.
bad. Yeah, no, how many?
well, how many? You said
50
2030?
yeah, like 5 more years. So five, like
Okay, so
250.
like 250.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Once you throw in mini episodes, it'll be 300.
Yeah. Okay. Deal, that's a deal.
Okay.
2030.
Yeah.
And that would be Glenn's 45th. And and
My
me and
40th.
Anna's our 40th. Oh, it's a good plan right there. So I guess what we're trying to say is, yes, hustle to the for the next 30 days hard, but think of 2030 if it's gonna affect it significantly, and if it's not really gonna affect it significantly because you still have a lot of time, don't stress about it. But if it will jumpstart the first year of the next 5 years hard, like pedal to the metal. um I've and I think that's kind of like my mentality. I've put 33,000 miles on my minivan already this year.
Wow.
Dang.
Yeah. So I'm dedicated to
You
make my
mean the
2026.
sourcing mobile?
Yeah. So yeah, everybody looks at me weird all the time. This guy looks really young to be a dad. I'm just saying that to make me feel good, but everybody probably thinks I'm a dad.
With your minivan?
Yeah, with my minivan. Yeah,
And all the shoes for
I
all
don't know.
the
Minivans are pretty
teens.
sought after right now.
Yeah, and they're looking at it. There's no seats in the back. It's literally like it's a flatbed, or it's just full of like IKEA and eBay bags. It's like
I'm sure
man.
they're assuming the best.
Yeah, that's true. The
Like,
kids
what?
flew out the back.
Right. Maybe you have like miniature horses or something you have to
that's
travel
true,
around with.
That's true. Yeah.
I mean, who knows?
But yeah. What else? And how are we gonna land this plane down, Glenn?
That is such a great question. Yeah, Glenn, you got any landing gear?
Yeah.
Not for I think for next week I just want to revisit and see how we're doing on this last month before the next year. I think a lot of people put a lot of pressure thinking that this is going to be like the be all end all, but I think preparing for Q5, that Ken had said, like that month can really change things going January into February. So people shouldn't get discouraged into December right now, but it looks like between all three of us we are kind of looking at that getting organized stage, preparing for next year, and the sales will come, I feel like, regardless the next 3 months. Just keep everything listed, keep them organized, and just keep building up. So
I do feel like there's not a lot you could do in December if you're thinking, okay, I really want to close out December strong, but I also want to prepare for January. Like, there's not a lot that you would be doing to prepare for January that wouldn't also benefit your December and the way it's all ending up, right? Like,
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some decisions to make there, but like, if you're just already thinking of like, okay, I want to be really like set up well for January, like it's probably going to serve you well now too, for the most part, unless you're just like doing some very nitpicky organizing that takes a ton of time and takes you away from other important tasks. But you know, it all works together. Like the sales will still roll in, like you said.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So next episode, we'll talk to you guys soon.
Yep, and huge shout out to eBay for sponsoring this podcast. Make sure you follow them at eBay for Sellers on Instagram, and also make sure you follow Seller Ledger. It is the end of the year. Get your book straight. We will see you in the next episode. Peace.
See ya.
Bye.
Packages stacked, no sleep, no breaks, the hustle's intact. Listings firing, snow in the streets. Seller club mode, we never retreat. Yeah, yo. True for chaos, packages stacked. No sleep, no breaks, the hustle's intact. Listen